Thank you for viewing the San Mateo County Probation Department's video training on computer and user account basics. This video is intended for all probation employees who use an assigned desktop PC or a computer workstation shared by multiple users. If you are assigned a laptop, this video training is still valuable as it covers other areas of account best practices. For more details on logging into laptops, please see the video training called Probation Laptops, Features and Going Mobile. In this brief video, we will cover the following areas: turning on your computer, logging into your account, accessing your personal F drive, department share drives, and commonly used applications, best practices for updating and saving multiple passwords, shutdown options such as locking your workstation, logging out of your account, switching to hibernate mode, and complete shutdown, and switching users without logging out of your account on a shared computer. Turning on your computer. Probation primarily uses Dell computers. To turn on your desktop PC, press the power button located in the corner of the tower until it lights up to a solid white state. You will see several Microsoft Windows screens as part of the startup process. You do not need to click on anything. Logging in. The PC will stop on a blue Windows 7 professional screen that says, press Ctrl-Alt-Delete to log on. Hold all three buttons on the keyboard at the same time. The screen will change to show an image icon, a user account name, and an open text field to enter a password. If your account name appears on the screen, you can type your Active Directory password and hit enter or click on the right-facing arrow. If another username appears, click on the Switch User button at the bottom of the screen. After clicking on Switch User, multiple account icons will appear on the screen. Click on your account. If you do not see your name, click on Other User. Enter your Active Directory username and password and hit enter, or click on the right-facing arrow.
Wait, what's Active Directory?
Active Directory is a database that keeps track of all user accounts and passwords in the county. Each employee is issued a unique ID and password, also known as your AD credentials. With your AD credentials, you can log into county devices and get access to email and other secure applications. IT staff use Active Directory to control account security and manage access to these applications.
Oh, that's Active Directory.
Great. Now let's return to the login process. After you type your AD credentials, hit enter or click on the right-facing arrow. On occasion, you may see a pop-up window called Novell Zenworks Configuration Management. It appears to ask you for your AD credentials again. This is an old login screen that is not really used anymore. Just click Cancel to bypass this screen. If you're lucky, it will skip this window and go straight to the desktop. After successfully logging in with your AD credentials, you will see your personalized Windows desktop screen. Finding your shared drives. When your AD credentials are created, you get access to probation shared drives. To reach these, click on the Windows Explorer icon in your taskbar. It looks like a manila folder. This will launch a pop-up window with a left-hand column of navigation icons. Scroll to the Computer section to see your shared drives. One is your personal F drive, where you can store documents and files that are only accessible to you. There are several other shared drives that are designated by probation location or specific groups of users. You will only see the shared drives you have been granted access to. You can click on these drives in the left column, and the content within them will appear on the right-hand side. To open any of the files, just double-click on the icon. Accessing applications. Windows Start menu. To access county and probation applications, click click on the Windows Start menu icon. It is the round Windows globe in the corner of your screen. Click on All Programs to see a full list of applications. Some applications are grouped into folders, so you may have to open the folder to find the program you're looking for. Click on any application to launch it. Accessing applications, shortcuts. More commonly used applications are also available via shortcut icons directly on your desktop. Simply double-click the icon to launch the application. Pinning applications to your taskbar. You can also select applications from the All Programs menu and add your own shortcut icon to your taskbar. Open the Windows Start menu, select All Programs, and navigate to the application of your choice. Right-click on the application name and left-click on Pin to Taskbar. This will create a shortcut icon on the taskbar located at the bottom of your screen. Simply click once on the icon to launch it. Remembering multiple passwords. Probation uses several applications, many that require unique login IDs and passwords. Per county policy, passwords should be unique and frequently changed. In many cases, there are minimum requirements to ensure your password is secure and cannot be easily guessed. Multiple passwords. Bad practices. When creating passwords, there are several common practices to avoid. Do not use the same password for multiple applications, unless they are protected by Okta, but we'll get to that. Do not use common passwords, such as sequences of numbers and common words or phrases. Do not use personal information, like birth dates, children's names, or pets' names. Do not write down passwords and save them in obvious places. Multiple passwords. Best practices.
So how do you create a strong and unique password for every application?
A good password is easy to remember, but hard to guess. Some common best practices include length. Use a unique phrase or sentence and omit the spaces. Width. Use common words, but replace the vowels with numbers and/or symbols. Depth. Choose a password that is not easily guessable, but only you know well.
Is there an easy way to update passwords so I don't forget them?
Here are a few best practices options. Option number 1. Pick a unique phrase. Use just the first letters of each word. Add a number and symbol to the end. Option number 2. Pick a sentence. Replace the vowels with numbers. Add capital letters at the beginning of each word, and add a symbol at the end. Option number 3. Create a unique password and change one number and symbol each time you update it. You can use the keyboard numbers, such as 1 and Shift 1, as a guide. Switching users, a real-life scenario. Ramel is working at the Juvenile Probation Reception Desk. He is about to go on break, and Lance is going to log into the same computer. Ramel will return in 15 minutes, so instead of closing all of his applications and logging off, he and Lance can switch users. Ramel clicks on the Windows Start menu, and then clicks on the arrow next to Shutdown to select Lock. Or he can hit the Control-Alt-Delete buttons and click on Lock this computer. Lance clicks on the Switch User button at the bottom of the screen, clicks on Other User, and enters his AD credentials. He hits Enter or the right-facing arrow to log in and reach his desktop. 15 minutes later, when Lance is done and Ramel returns from break, Lance clicks Log Off or locks the workstation again if he plans to cover another shift. Ramel clicks on Switch User and selects his own session icon. He enters his AD password, and his session will resume with all applications still open. Thanks, Lance and Ramel, for showing us how to switch users. Okta helps consolidate passwords. While it is not a good practice to manually use the same password for multiple applications, Okta is a tool that actually does this in a secure manner. Okta lets users access multiple applications with just your AD credentials. You may still have to physically log into each application, but you only have to remember your AD credentials. Okta currently reuses your AD credentials with your computer login, Workday, Outlook email, and ISD ServiceNow. In the near future, Okta will also connect your AD credentials with the CJI portal and PIMS. Switching users. County policy. County policy requires users to log in as themselves for security and auditing. We should not share accounts or use generic accounts anymore. Also, many applications like PIMS and Outlook will require you to log in as yourself, or your account will not work. Switching users is the fastest way to share a computer with other staff without logging out of all of your applications. It can accommodate up to 5 separate users at one time. When user number 6 logs in, the oldest user will be automatically logged off. Your computer is going green. In an effort to be green and save energy, if your computer has been untouched for 20 minutes, the screen display will turn off. This is called the County Desktop Green Power Profile. To resume your screen display, simply move your mouse or tap any key on the keyboard. After 60 minutes, your entire computer will go to sleep. This is indicated by the flashing white power button on the desktop tower. To wake up your computer, push the power button until it is a solid white state. Your computer will go into green power state or to sleep regardless of whether you are completely logged in, locked your PC, or logged off. Logging off. To log out of the computer, click on the Windows Start menu, click on the arrow to the right of the shutdown button, and select Log Off. Or you can press Ctrl-Alt-Delete and click Log Off. This will end your session without completely shutting down the computer. Shutting down. To shut down, click on the Windows Start menu and click on Shut Down. Or hit Ctrl-Alt-Delete and click on the red button in the bottom right corner of your screen. This will shut down the computer entirely, which you should do every night. Thank you for viewing the Probation Department's Computer and User Account Basics video training. If you have any further questions or comments, please feel free to visit the Probation IT Unit intranet site or email probe_IT_unit@smcgov.org.